Good morning, students. In my last class, I have explained institutional representation of democracy. This is chapter 2 of series about election, about democracy, then how the election is conducted. All this I have explained. Now, today, uh, political parties. So, as I said that election is an indispensable organ of democracy, very important, significant organ of democracy. So without election, democracy cannot exist, because democratic government is formed by the people. So through election, a democratic government is formed. Now, election is a contest. It is a contest not only among the candidates or among the people, but it is a contest among the parties, political parties. Different political parties, they give their candidates. The candidates, they stand, they submit their nomination paper, they stand for election from different parties. Of course, there are independent candidates also, but the maximum candidate, they belong to either party, either one party, and then they submit their nomination. So election is not only a contest between or among the candidates, among the people, but it is a contest among the political parties. Now, what is a political party? Political party is an organized group of people having the common goal, common aim and ideology. It is a group of organized group of people. It is a group of people, but not simply a group of people. It is an organized group of people having common aims, ideologies, goal and principles. In the election, the party that gets the absolute majority, that party forms the government. Each party, they send their representation, and those representatives, they win, and that winning party form the government. And the parties, those who cannot win, because winning party means only one party will win absolute majority. When one party will get absolute majority, that party will form the government, and other parties remain as opposition. They remain in the opposition. Now, opposition also is an important part of democracy. Opposition plays an important role in democracy, because democracy is a government formed by the people, and in a democratic country there are political parties formed by political parties. Now, it is the opposition party, they point out the mistakes of the ruling party. One party, the winning party, the party which wins, that party forms the government, and others remain as opposition. An opposition party that shows the mistake of the ruling party. If the ruling party commits some mistakes, of course the ruling party, they commit mistakes. Sometimes they commit mistakes knowingly, sometimes unknowingly. So when they commit mistake knowingly or unknowingly, then the opposition party, they point out their mistakes. If the ruling party, they take some measures or some steps or some rules they formulate which go against the public welfare, which go against the interest of the common people, then it is the opposition party that they raise their voice against this. They bring it to the notice of the common people. They bring to the notice of the public that the ruling party is doing these things, or they are doing they are implementing this law which will go against the public interest. So this thing, the opposition party, they raise their voice and they bring the matter to the notice of the public, common people. And it is the opposition party that helps in forming the public opinion. Another important organ of the democracy is public opinion. Public opinion means the opinion of the public. If the public say yes, this party is good, till the public support the party, that party will continue to rule. But once the public withdraw their support, they say no, this party is not good. We should not cast our vote to this party. So once they withdraw their support, the same party cannot win in the subsequent election, in the next election. So public opinion plays an important role, and the opposition, it is the opposition that helps in forming the public opinion. So that is why opposition helps the government in doing their work, in administrative work, by formulating, by showing them the right way, by constructive criticisms, by offering constructive criticism, that opposition party helps the ruling party to come to the right track. If they go against the public interest, then it is the opposition party that they bring the ruling party to the right track. Alright? There are national parties, there are regional parties. National parties are those parties which form the government, which can form the government, and which parties are formed in many states, like Congress. Almost every state there are Congress, Bharatiya Janata Party. Almost every state there are Bharatiya Janata Party, that is BJP, and they can form the government because they are almost in all the countries, all the states, they are there. These parties are there. So this is national party. But suppose AGP, that is Assam Gana Parishad, that is a regional party found in Assam, and AGP cannot form the government at the center because it is in other states. This party is not there. So only in Assam this party is there. Suppose DMK, ADMK, which are in the south, it is found. So they cannot form the government. They can support. They can form a coalition government. They can support the national party to form the government. But they themselves alone cannot form the government. Clear? Then party system. In democracy, there are party system. There is one party system, bi-party system, that is the political parties. One political party, there is the country where there is only one political party, single party system. So, where in a country where there is only one political party, it is called single party system, like China. In China, there is the Communist Party, only one party, no opposition. So that single party only rules. Then bi-party system. Bi means two. Where there are two party, it is called, two party means two political party. That is called bi-party system. USA, there are two political parties. One is Democrats, other one is Republican. So this is bi-party system. And multi-party system. Multi-party means more than two, three or more. Like in India. In India, we have not three, not four, we have many political parties. Many national parties, many regional parties. So such system, having such a system, that means many parties. When there are many parties or more than two parties or many parties, then it is called multi-party system. For example, India. Now in multi-party system, in the general election, when no party gets absolute majority, then coalition government is formed. That means other parties, smaller parties, regional parties, they offer their support and they together they form the government. Then it is called coalition government. In India, first coalition government was formed at the center in 1977 under Janata Party, and leader was Morarji Desai. Under Morarji Desai, in the banner of Janata Party, the first coalition government was formed in 1977. Then in 2009 also, coalition government was formed because no party got the single majority, absolute majority, and that is why absolute majority means that one more than half. What is the total number of seats? So one more than half of the total number of seats. If total number of seats is suppose in the parliament, Lok Sabha, suppose total number of seats is, suppose it is 10. That means a party must get one more than half. So if the total number of seats is 10, half will be 5, one more than half. 5 plus 1 means 6. If a party gets 6, if the total number of seats in Lok Sabha, suppose 10, and if a political party gets 6, minimum 6, then only that political party can form the government. And if no political party gets absolute, this is called absolute majority. So if no political party gets absolute majority, then few political parties together, they form the government, and that is called coalition government. And as I said, the first coalition government at the center was formed under Morarji Desai and the banner Janata government in 1977. And in 2009 also, that under UPA government was formed, that is the coalition government. Alright? Okay, Shilan, you go through the lesson. I think this is something very new for you all. So you need to go through. Again and again you go through the lesson, okay? Then only it will be clear. Maybe first time you are getting such kind of lesson, isn't it? Okay? We'll stop today. So don't forget to go through the lesson, okay? Alright.